Get some analysis now with Alexey Muraviev. He's an Associate Professor of National Security and Strategic Studies at Curtin University in Perth, Australia. Welcome back to the program, Alexey. Let's start with that attack on the prison in Russian-occupied Donetsk. As you heard Dasha there, Russian authorities claim that the Ukrainian prisoners of war were targeted to either prevent them from testifying against Kiev or to deter other Ukrainian armed forces from surrendering. On the face of it, it would seem far-fetched that Ukrainian forces would kill their own. So could there be any truth to what Moscow is saying, or is that simply too hard to believe?
Look, I would be a bit skeptical about this. The Russians have been accusing the Ukrainians of shelling settlements in Donetsk region. They were accusing the Ukrainians of committing war crimes, just like the Ukrainians were accusing Russia of similar acts of crime. And certainly that barrage of accusation coming from Moscow has only accelerated with the arrival of Western advanced strike systems, such as the M777 howitzers, such as the HIMARS multiple rocket launch systems, etc. So the Russians obviously tried to use this narrative in order to put pressure, moral pressure on the West to stop supplying those equipment to Ukraine. But there is one element that I'm particularly concerned about. The fact that this alleged strike hit the prison where the Russians held captive of servicemen from the Azov regiment. And the reason for that is the Russians accuse these members of the Azov regiments of war crimes and crimes against humanity. They said that they're mass murderers, that they are not normal soldiers, they should be tried, should never be released, and many of them should really be facing capital punishment. Then shortly after that capture, we learned about an exchange deal that was done that allowed a partial release of some of these injured Azov personnel in exchange for Russian POWs. That sparked enormous criticism and condemnation in Russia, because Russian propaganda obviously portrayed those soldiers as being Nazis, as mass murderers, as killers of innocent civilians. So I wouldn't rule out the possibility, or a hypothetical at least, that Russia perhaps used the justification of yet another gunfight, another artillery or missile exchange with the Ukrainians to simply eliminate those they don't want to see ever being released. And to cover this up, they decided to accuse the Ukrainians of effectively striking the prison.
Okay, Professor, we will have to leave it there, but Alexey Muraviev, thank you as always for joining us on the program.